Welcome to Movies and Munchies. I'm Billiana Reyes.
And I'm Lauren Craig.
And today's movie is Uncut Gems. It is about a charismatic drawer who makes a high-stake bet that could lead to a windfall of a lifetime. In a precarious high-wire act, he must balance business, family, and adversaries on all sides in pursuit of the ultimate win.
Awesome. And our munchies today are Lay's Flamin' Hot Dill Pickle Chips. I am a huge pickle person, like, to a fault. I will eat pickles, like, I used to eat pickles every day when I got home from work. I would eat, like, 3 pickles. I always have a jar of pickles on me. So when I saw something that was spicy and pickly, I got really excited.
I'm also a big pickle fan, so good pick.
All right. Do you want to try them?
Yeah, of course.
Well, that's pretty spicy, actually.
When you open the bag, like, you could already, like, smell the pepper and the pickles.
They were not joking when they said flaming hot. These are very spicy. And also very pickly. Like, I feel like one flavor isn't stronger than the other because the dill pickle flavor is very, very strong as well.
Okay, this is a little too hot for me. I like the pickles, but, like, I could just feel the heat, like, in my throat. Maybe if it was, like, toned down a little bit.
So they're too spicy for you, but do you like the flavor?
I would rate this at a 5, a 2. I like the pickles. Like, that's the best thing I like about it. But I'm not a fan of, like, spicy. And that's where it's, like, it kicked it down for me. Like, the spice is too much.
The spice is strong. I think I would also, even though I love spicy, these aren't too spicy for me. I'm just not actually loving the combo. I don't feel like they complement each other very well. So I think I would also give this a 2.
Oh, 2s all around.
I know. I was really excited. I was like, 2 things I love. But the combination doesn't do it for me.
Well, next time.
Yeah, this is a brand new flavor for Lay's. This is actually the only size they have it in right now because I think they're doing a market test for it. But yeah, I'm sad. I saw these and I was so excited. Like, I was with my boyfriend and I saw them and I literally, like, stopped in the gas station. I was like, oh my gosh, spicy and pickle. Like, I was really excited and it let me down.
So, what did you think about Uncut Gems?
I liked it. I thought it was, yeah, I did. And I think I've told you before, I'm not really an Adam Sandler fan.
Yeah, you did.
But I thought he did a really great job in this movie. And I liked seeing him doing a movie that wasn't just him being, like, dumb and, dumb comedy to the extreme.
First question I have for you is, did you feel yourself, like, feel anxious or, like, have anxiety throughout the whole movie? Because this movie is, like, pretty high up there in the emotional scale.
Yeah, I did. I did. It was, like, so much going on. Like, he had so many people after him. So many people he was, like, doing the runaround to, and it was just like, man, how does this guy, like, live? Because I feel like his life would be just constantly, cutting corners and having people mad at you and yelling, and so yeah, it was a lot of anxiety.
I am with you on that. Like, when I was watching it, my heart was just racing, like, what's gonna happen next? Or, like, why is he doing that? Like, don't do that. So, like, throughout the whole movie, my heart was just pounding, like, why? Why are you doing this? So, yeah, I definitely am with you on that. Like, this almost gave me a heart attack.
Okay, so in the movie, he is, like, constantly betting on basketball games. Have you ever bet on sports or known anyone that bet big on sports?
Yes, so me and my cousins, this is when I was like very little. We would bet like on the Super Bowl, but not anymore now. But back then, I would bet on the Super Bowl, and I think I've only bet like twice regarding sports. And the first time, I like lost $5, and then the second time it was like higher. Like we were in like high school, so like the betting was like at $100, and that was like the most I've ever betted like on a sports game, and I lost my $100. So then I kind of learned not to bet anymore.
You learned your lesson that day.
I learned my lesson. How about you? Have you ever like lost or gained money?
I actually did my very first sports bet this past year on the NFL league. It was like a pick'em league, so we just had to choose which teams we thought would win each week. So it wasn't like a fantasy football. It was like easier than that because I really don't know that much about football. But I was in the league with like two guys who really knew football like really well, and it was like them, me, and one other girl who like didn't. She knew less about sports than me, and so the buy-in was like $50, and I ended up tying for first place. I was like, "How is this happening?" So I split the pot, and the whole time I kept saying, "I know football." I would just text them. I'd say, "I know football."
You're like, I'm splitting the pot. I know football.
Yeah, clearly I'm an expert.
Spoiler alert. Were you expecting Howard to get shot at the end?
I kind of was expecting him to get killed because throughout the whole movie, he just is pushing these guys' buttons and they are getting increasingly threatening to him. And it's like this guy just really doesn't believe that anyone's gonna really do anything to him. And like, it's like his addiction to gambling was so high that it was like that's what it was. It was an addiction. Like his family didn't matter, his life didn't matter, like the money didn't matter. It was just like he had to place those bets. So it was like I could see something bad was gonna happen because it was just these like gangster guys. They weren't playing.
I honestly didn't think he was gonna get shot just because like whenever you watch a movie, like there's always either like a happy ending or a bad ending, but in the beginning it always like contradicts it. So when he did get shot, I was super surprised, and then his buddy got shot too.
I was surprised at the buddy getting shot.
Yeah, that was like, I mean, weren't they in the same crew? Like, I don't understand this.
I think the guy was just so pissed, like he just went on a rampage.
Yeah, I didn't expect him to get shot, and it like made me sad because he finally had like his big break, and then it just went away. Like it doesn't exist anymore because he's not here.
So my next question for you is, has anyone ever owed you money and was like, you were having a hard time getting your money back and you had to do something to encourage them to get your money back like these guys did in the movie?
No, I haven't been a gangster. No, I haven't had that experience. Usually, like if I do lend out money, it's not like a lot of money, so it's like nothing I need to worry about. It's not like a loan. It's more like, oh, I could help you with food or help you with like, I don't know, something less than $50. So yeah, nothing to the gangster side.
Okay, so when I was in college, I was in a sorority and
Wait, what? Wait, you? This is a yes?
yeah, this is a yes. I was in college. I was in a sorority, and we had like these formals that we would put on, and if it's your formal, like you usually invite a date. So I wasn't dating anyone, and I really wasn't interested in anyone. So I was like, I'm not gonna take anyone. I'm just gonna go with my sorority sisters and have a good time. And one of my, like, he was more of an acquaintance. He wasn't really a friend, but he was like, he basically was telling me he wanted to go to our formal, but no one would take him. And he was like, can I go with you since you can invite a date and you're not going to invite anyone? And if you invite me, I'll pay for my own ticket since, you know, you weren't going to bring anyone. I'll pay for my ticket. I just want to go. So I was like, you know what? Sure, why not? That's not going to hurt me. You can come and you're paying for your own way, so whatever. So I had to put the money up front for his ticket. And these formal tickets were like, they were a little pricey. Like, I want to say they were like around $150 or so, which in college, that's a lot of money.
That's a lot for a college.
Yeah, that's a lot, especially for a poor college student. Like, I didn't really have a real job or anything. um, so anyway, long story short, we go to the formal, everything like that, and then I was like uncomfortable asking him for the money. Like, he already knew how much it was, so I was expecting him to just send it to me without me having to ask, but he never paid me. And then like, I actually ended up like reaching out. I was like, hey, can you send me the money for like your formal ticket? And then he just like totally ghosted me, and I was like, okay. So he just like never answered. I reached out to him a few other times. He just like stopped answering. And I was like, oh my gosh, this guy really invited himself to be my date when I wasn't going to take anyone. And he's just going to bail out and not pay. Like, that's the weirdest, sketchiest stuff ever. So, so I didn't really, like, you know, I didn't go gangster on him or anything, but I just told, like, some of my friends about it. And my friends are the ones who, like, really started pressuring him. Like, they would see him in, like, the school cafeteria, the school, like, lunch area or whatever, and they'd be, like, embarrassing him. They'd be like, hey, don't you owe Lauren money? Like, really loud. Or they'd be, like, in front of all his friends, didn't you invite yourself to formal and then you refused to pay Lauren and she is, like, having to ask you now? Like, that's weird, dude. And so they basically, like, embarrassed him into finally paying me.
Oh my god, that's such good friends.
Oh, yeah. They definitely had my back. It was pretty funny.
Wow, that's really interesting. Like, do you, like, talk to him now or no? You're just, like,
Oh, no. We weren't friends after that because it was just, I was like, what kind of person does that? That's so weird.
Yeah, that's, like, kind of, that is rude. Like, for you to, like, fork up the money and then he gets to party and then you have to, like, hunt him down for him to, like, pay you back. Not cool, bro. Not cool.
I was like, I was totally fine going by myself.
The last question I have for you is, do you think Howard should have just paid back the money he owed instead of gambling it to the casino to double his luck?
Absolutely. I mean, I know it ended up that he did win big, but yeah, this guy was letting this gambling take over his whole life. Like, those gangster guys were, like, threatening his family by showing up to, like, his daughter's play. I mean, at that point, it should be you do whatever you can to get the money out as soon as possible. Like, those are your kids they're threatening. And, it was just, like, to me, even when he won big, I was like, I feel like these guys would still be maybe not getting their money back because he would just take that money to do more stuff with it and gamble more. And it's just like, yeah, he definitely should have paid him back a lot sooner.
I am with you on this one. I really think he should have just paid back everybody he owed. Like, he's just causing more problems, like you said, and he's gonna put his family in danger. Like, I feel like it's very irresponsible as, I guess, like a dad or a husband to, like, put your family in danger. So, yeah, I definitely would agree. Like, just pay the guys back. They're already hunting you down.
That scene where, so throughout the movie, him and his wife are, they're, like, separated, but they're not telling anyone until, I think they were waiting for the summertime or something like that. But there was a scene where his little side piece had pissed him off, so he went and saw his wife, and she was looking real fine. and he was basically like trying to say, oh, let's give this another shot. And she just totally told him off. So what did you think about that scene?
I love that scene. I love how like empowering she was, and like even though like Howard's like character was like begging, like she's like, I'm done with this. Like I've been through so much shit with you. Like I'm not gonna go through that again. Like I'm living my life. So I love that scene. Like that was very empowering to like watch, and then just to imagine like to do that scene as an actor. Ugh.
I know, I loved it too because it was like, not only was she telling him off, but it was like you could tell she had like already completely moved past like all the heartbreak and the relationship and everything because of the way she handled it. She was just like literally laughing in his face. She's like, your face is so stupid. And then I was laughing so hard. And then like it did not faze her at all. Like she just like turned him down completely. And then her sisters and stuff came in and she was just having the time of her life. I was like, wow, it's not even like this wasn't like a heartbreaking scene or anything. It was like she was over it, man. So I loved it. I love that she told him off because I thought his character was so grimy, and I was like, no.
I like the part like the moment before, like when he's like begging her and she's just like looking at him, and you just don't know where it's gonna go. Like, is she gonna take him back or is she gonna get mad at him? And then when she like just flips it, I'm like, you go girl, like you had enough, just walk away.
I love that too, the build up of not knowing.
What would you rate this movie?
I really enjoyed this movie. I am going to give it 4 stars because I really enjoyed it. Yeah, I liked it a lot. So 4 stars for me.
Nice. I am gonna give it. I really, really liked this movie. Like, I liked how it made me feel, like, even though it was anxiety and panicky. And I really liked the characters, how very different it is from a regular Adam Sandler movie. So I'm giving it a 5. 5 stars for me. Thanks so much for watching Movies and Munchies. If you had not watched Uncut Gems, go check it out.
Yes, and make sure you, if you like very spicy chips and very pickly flavors, make sure you try Lay's Flamin' Hot Dill Pickle chips. And let us know in the comments below what you thought about our show, and make sure you subscribe to our YouTube, as well as letting us know what movies you want us to review in the future. Thanks for watching.
Bye.